Hello, welcome back to MFWoodShop. Today I got something a little different. It's more of a repair than a build, but I think you'll find it interesting anyway, at least what I'm going to do anyway. This cradle has been in our family for, we figured it up yesterday, over 100 years. And every baby in our family since then has slept in this at least once, even me. We just got a brand new baby in our family a few days ago, and she gets to come home. Actually, she came home last night. So this cradle is going to go over to the grandmother's house and stay there while the baby is visiting or whatever. They have somewhere to sleep. So that's what I'm going to do today, get this ready for the new baby. Like I said, this cradle is over 100 years old. Still fairly good condition, exception of the legs. And let me zoom in for you. So what we got here is 3 out of the 4 legs look like this. Almost identically, actually. And the legs are supposed to have a rocker way back here. And we've only found one of the rockers. So my task today is to replicate one rocker. I'll probably make 2. And since there's no real pressure on these, I don't think I need to steam bend it. I think I'll just cut the shape out on the bandsaw and shape it and do what I need to do to make it look like this. So that should be a fairly easy task. The next task is to repair 3 of these legs. 3 of them, like I said, look just like this. So my plan of the attack here is we decided to go ahead and do the repair now, and then after the baby grows out of the crib, go ahead and take the finish off this cradle and sand it at that time after the baby. And so my plan now is basically to repair this. So my idea is to cut a little bit of this leg into roughly that shape there, like a little L, and cut away this, square it up and everything, and then insert a new piece of wood. So I think the first thing I need to do is make a template of the original leg, and I only got one good leg, so that's the one I got to copy. So I'm going to reference off this bar for any type of reference. I think I'm just going to set this in the corner and square on that little scrap block and draw me a little reference line. So we'll cut that out to shape, and then I should be able to use that to create a template for the other legs, hopefully. Okay, so out of all the 3 legs, this one is cracked down the furthest. So this is the biggest to repair leg. I got my little template made, and it looks like it fits on there quite well. So now I just need to figure out a negative space to remove from this template so I can draw out on each leg the same type of repair, because essentially all the legs are the exact same repair. I just need to do it 3 times. Okay, so I got a mark for how far I need to come down. Also, I got a mark for how far I need to go over, which should be about right on all of them. It's quite a bit of material and not a lot of material left against the edge. So it's going to be a fairly good sized block that I have to remove. So it's going to be pretty much all this area here. gonna be kind of tricky to cut that, quite honestly. Maybe I can make a template out of this and run a router, maybe. That'd be nice. Okay, so what I think I'll do, if I use the other template and actually cut away from that template the material that I need to remove from this leg, which is pretty much all this. I don't think the template would hold strong enough against a router because there's only going to be, you know, a 1/4 inch or so of leg left over here. So I traced that same template on a bigger piece, which would go something like that. And I'll cut away this side. Actually, I'll cut away this side of the template, leave this extra material over here so I can clamp and give enough support for a router bit to template. Also, before I cut that away, I can square off the lines that I need to actually remove to make a good router template. So that's my game plan. To make them all the same on each leg, I can glue these little blocks on this side so the template sits in the same place every time. I think that would be fine. So I've already put activator on the little hardboard, and I want to put some CA on these little hickory blocks. So yeah, I think that will do it. So I could trace this, cut it out roughly with some sort of tool, probably oscillating tool probably, and then sand it smooth on the 2 corners, insert another block here, then use my original template to shape the new piece of wood to how it needs to be. Alright, I think I'm ready to cut this. And I think I am going to use the oscillating saw to get it close, and then hopefully use the template to router it out. I got it scored on this side, scored on the top, and scored on the bottom with the knife. I'm going to stay this side of that line and hope for the best. So it's only a 100-year-old crib, so alrighty then. So let's see what happens. Stayed well with outside the line, so let's make this cut. You know, I could probably just chisel this. Yeah, let's try it. Needs to get some air or something. Okay, so I got the template on there. Double-sided tape. Seems to be holding quite well. Now I'm just gonna follow that with the router and see what happens. I have to push it back just a little bit. Move the template back just a little bit, and I nipped off the top of this. That's much more better. Square off the edges, clean up that little face right there. I think that'll work, eh? So I squared that off with the chisel. I'll still need to, flatten it, sand it flat, but get you an idea here. And I'll take my template and the pencil I can never freaking find. So that's about what I need to cut off. I'm going to leave it a little long. I'm probably going to leave that an 1/8 inch wide. So I still got to take off a little material here and square this up a little bit more to make that a tight joint. But all said and done, it'll be glued here, face frame to face frame, which is a strong glue connection anyway. And then it'll be supported here on this lip, which gives you the down support. Not that there's a much support there anyway, it's just a, newborn baby, so it's not going to be a whole lot of support, but long term this should give a good strong connection. Okay, after about 15-20 minutes playing with that, I think I like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll bring it home. Alright, so I got 2 of the 3 legs in glue ups, and I really kind of want to wait for the glue to dry a little bit more before I work on that 3rd one. So I need to make another leg. This happens to be what I got. It's a pinch thinner than the original. Oh, no it ain't. No, it's not. And it's right about the length that I'm looking for, so I just need to trace and cut one out. Easy enough. So what I learned on the second one was to cut relief cuts, 3 or 4 of them, and then just chisel out the part that I don't need, because it's all going to get flush trimmed with the router anyway. So So we just sand this out smooth. Should take forever. So on this one, you notice I had that little router chip out right there at the bottom of the, well, I don't know, I think it was that one. I had a little router chip out. I wasn't paying attention. Router just chipped it out, so I extended that one down a little further than I normally did on the other ones. But I had to do it because of that chip out. So extended it down. I need to square this up and smooth that out, and then I can glue a piece on there. Sorry about the motorcycle. I had to open the garage door. It's getting a little warm in here, so it's actually a really, really nice day, and take advantage of it because any cabin fever you can have right now could probably be pretty annoying. I haven't got to that point yet, but I am on my way to it, that's for sure. The really only thing I did off camera is just sanded this area out to fit my little wedge looking piece here, so I can glue it in just like I did on the first one. And this is my last one I got to do before I can shape it up and finish up with the legs. Alright, so the glue is dried good enough to start shaping those and get that ready. Shouldn't take too long. I'll just put some 80 grit on my orbital sander and go at it, and then finish up with some 150 and should be fine. And then I can get to the rocker, which I've already cut out. I just need to sand it as well. So let's get that done. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so I got the leg shaped, maybe just a couple roundovers and a final sanding, and that would be pretty good. I went ahead and notched out here and here for the legs. Give it a little bit more support when I put it all back together and put some dowels in it. Maybe that'll help strengthen that a little bit. I don't know really, but it felt like something I needed to do, so that's what I did. Okay, so yesterday I got both rockers put on, and I let the glue dry up overnight. I think adding this little joint right here for the rocker helps, or I think it will help, so I don't do it again, hopefully. Only time will tell on that. So what I'm after now is to at least get close. I'm not looking for a perfect match as far as the stain goes, because I will never match the stain. So what I'm doing is I got the only close enough stain I got to it is red mahogany, which is really close. Going on full strength, it's really close. So if I can get close, I'm fine with that. Like I said at the beginning, after this baby gets done with it or outgrows it, I think we're gonna bring this back and strip it all down completely and refinish it and get ready for hopefully have it ready for the next child in our family to use this. Alright, so at this point I got a couple options. I can stain it again and try to get it darker. It's It's only going to darken it up a little bit. I've been doing a sample piece over here, and I mean, I can get it a little darker, but you know, really, we're going to be redoing it again. I don't really see a point. So what I've decided to do is just clean the whole thing. This Howard Feed and Wax, it's a wood polish and conditioner. Actually works really good for cleaning wood and giving you a little bit of protection on unfinished or unfinished wood. So I'm going to do this across the whole piece, and I'm just going to call it done at this point. Alright, I'm going to call this one done. It is, it's still wet, so I don't want to touch it with my bare hands, but it rocks really well. It does what it's supposed to do. It looks halfway decent for being over 100 years old. But I'm pleased with where it's at now. And like I said, we're going to strip this all down after 6 or 8 months and redo the entire finish on it at that point. For now, we just need to use it. So I'm going to take it back over to the grandmother's house, and they can do the bedding and all that stuff. And just for all your safety people, yes, this is over 100 years old, and this is probably wider than what it should be. I don't know what the rules and regulations is, but I think that's a little too far. But the bedding will come up over the whole rail. The mattress itself sits, somewhere right in here, and then the bedding will cover up all the rails, so the arms and legs and head and all that stuff can't go through this. And really, it's for a newborn baby, so it's going to be pretty hard for a newborn baby to get in that position anyway. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.